What's up, everybody? This is the Manual Font Show again. This is the video version, and I'm trying StreamYard and all the stuff else, so my eyes are going to be all over the place because there's all kinds of like different little gadgets to mess with, things like that. So eventually, at some point, I'm going to like not be, I'm going to try to use my eyeballs a little bit more broadly. I'm going to do one video reaction. This is Joe Haden, a former NFL cornerback with the Browns and um, Steelers, I believe. And he's doing what they all talk about, which is the money and how it's not the same and all this weird shit. So let's dive in and see what he's got to say.
You hear when I signed for $50 million, right? I signed 5 years, $50 million. I get 26.6 guaranteed. My first year in the league, I make 12.6 million. I get a $12 million signing bonus. I touched them motherfuckers for $7 million, right? Off the rip. I think I signed for 50 million. Like me, everybody here is like, Joe signed $50 million. He got $50 million. Maybe. It goes to the point where like now it is what it is. I'm telling you, we didn't have bread. So mom and dad, boom, $3 million after taxes, cash. What y'all need, mom and dad? I gave mom and dad $3 million.
Ooh, big, that's like, a flex right there.
Yeah, to give mom and dad $3 million after taxes, basically $6 million. Give my mom and dad $3 million. Boom, y'all can have that. Then bought my mom and dad $1 million house.
Hold on. So you gave them $3 million and bought them the house. Oh, you a real one.
Oh yeah. House was $1 million. So now basically that's giving mom and dad $3 million cash, $5 million. Me and my little brothers, and obviously little bros need whips. Buy all my little bros whips. Then me, I got $50 million now, don't I? You know what I'm saying? So I caught me a nice penthouse. I get me a penthouse and 2 whips. Give me a Range Rover Sport and a Bentley GT. Off the rip. You know what I'm saying? So now, bro, looking at 12.6, there's really 7. That's now after my folks and everything. But that's like man, what you got in the bank? $1 million?
$1 million.
$1 million? You know what I'm saying? After like it's 12.5. So that's 12.5 out of the 26 million that's guaranteed. So now I got another 14 million that's coming in. That's really 7. You know what I'm saying? So like you got one tucked after 12 million. So you think you got a goddamn 50? No. Just the easy way the math goes like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to start really getting to fucking get hip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I can see how people that aren't hip, you signed a 2 for 10 million. You think got 10? Bitch, your ass ain't got that. So anything you're talking about equivalating to making sure your folks or anybody looking at you like, oh, you got 10 million. You can give me $1 million here, $1 million here, da da da. No, your ass gonna be broke. Quick.
Oh my god. First off, his fucking math is all over the place. Secondly, I love rich people pissing about money. It's hilarious as all hell. Look, all right. It's like, where do you go with this? Where do you fucking go with this? This dude signs a $50 million deal. You take your 45% tax or whatever off the bat, and you got about $24 to $27 million, depending on where you're at. Plus, you got to pay the taxes for wherever state you're in, and once you get all that out the gate, you just eliminate all that. You're left with a game check of $323,000 for 17 weeks at about $5.5 million a year. So that is the math. There's no excuse for these athletes being broke. There's no excuse for these athletes not having any money. There's no fucking excuse for this shit. I mean, when you're making $323,000 a game, so that's 17 straight weeks, you're going to come out with $5.5 million. If that can't last you the rest of the year, you've got some serious fucking issues, like massive fucking problems. It's unbelievable what I'm looking at. It's unbelievable. He's not the first one to do this, with their fucking mutant math and telling you, well, we didn't have anything, so we had to go buy some shit, right? So let's get the most expensive car, the most expensive house. Let's get everybody $1 million in cash. Let me just throw this shit around like it's water, fire hose that shit everywhere. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and bitch about it. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like Mike Tyson when he was making tens of $1 million a fight, and he got this gigantic house that he could not maintain the maintenance on, and he had to fucking dump it because he's retarded. It's like, come on, you guys can't be this ridiculous. You just can't. It's beyond stupid at this point. And they walk around and they go, well, when you hear people say it's really not, man, people just don't understand, how I get a $7 million check up front on my contract and I burn it all. Rich people, definitely rich people problems. I gotta tell you that. Rich people fucking problems. Unbelievable. I got no sympathy for these fucking idiots. I really don't. Some of these guys will get one contract, even at the league minimum, which is, I believe, $2 or $3 million. It no, $1 million. Even if it's $1 million a year, and you're taking in $30,000-$40,000 checks every week to play football or basketball or whatever. Even if you're making $40,000 a game check, $40,000, 17 weeks. I don't even make $900 a week. This motherfucker making at least $40,000 a week. If I got $40,000 a week, I can guarantee you I would live fine. Plenty okie dokie. And these guys are pissing because they're running out of money. The problem with these athletes is their eyeballs get way too fucking big. And they have no plan. And a lot of these guys are 21, 22 years old when that first contract comes. And in basketball, it's even worse because you get your first contract, it's about $10 million or some bullshit. And then if you do the things you need to do, your next contract is like 140 million. And if you do the next set of things, your max deal is like 250 million. And it just keeps going and going and going. These guys are making 30, $40 million a year. I don't know how they pay out their shit, but in the NFL, you only get it when you're playing. So just the fact that you know that you're going to get paid for 17 weeks and you have to plan the rest of the year out, if you make the postseason, you get, extra money there, but you've got to plan the rest of your fucking year out. A lot of these guys don't because they're retarded. And a lot of these guys, like I said, eyes get big, 20 years old, 22 years old. And they're like, I've never had a really nice car, but you also have only lived like 20 years. Calm the fuck down. Things will happen. You'll get it, I swear. Just put your money where it's supposed to go. Be a good guy, and you'll be all right. But they're not like that. They're like, well, my brother needs a couple of bucks. My mother needs a couple of bucks. My cousin, my third friend from the fourth, and it's so retarded. I have no sympathy for these guys whatsoever. Fuck this bullshit complaining. Unbelievable. It really is. It makes you want to fucking vomit. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got. Later.